What's up, guys? Back again. No reaction this time. I just have a story time for you guys. I wanted to be clear, this happened just last night. And so, yeah, let's just jump right into it, I guess. It started off, it's a normal night. I was just, walking. And I usually walk at night around here. I live in like a pretty decent neighborhood now, so there's no where I used to live at, I couldn't really do this, so now I kind of take advantage of it. So, I walk at night to kind of like relieve stress. Usually like I'm on here all the time on YouTube. I just want to say I had plenty of moments to not go out that night, last night. Like, I had plenty of moments. First of all, before I even left to walk, I actually felt like kind of sick, and I never really get that feeling, but I figured that it was just like a passing thing. And so in my head, I was like, you should probably shouldn't just walk. Like, my heart was telling me not to go. And, but, I was being stubborn, I guess. And I was just like, I want to go walk. I usually walk. So I went for a walk, and I ignored that. At night, I just walk and kind of get my thoughts together, listen to music. And it's also exercise, so, why not? So anyway, last night was a normal night at first. Went for like I think a mile, and then I went past like an ATM, and I went like a few feet past it, and I noticed that there was a $50 bill laying on the ground. So I look around. I thought it was a prank. Like there's a lot of pranksters on YouTube and stuff. I could have sworn somebody was trying to prank me, like someone that recognized me from this, and was like, "Oh, let's see what he does." And like, so I was looking around. I was looking for like, like a hook in the 50. It was raining outside, and so I'm looking around. I'm like, and it was like one of those things where I was just like, okay, a $50 bill. Like, this is gonna be a great night. Boy, was I wrong. So remember, I was telling you there's a bunch of signs that point to me like like I should have stayed home. And when I found the $50 bill, I was just like, okay, I should probably go home and like show my sister and like make sure it's real and stuff. But I was like, I'm already deep into the walk. I should really finish it off. And it's crazy how many times I wanted to go home and I should have went home and I would have been okay. But man, sometimes listen to your gut feeling. If you don't get anything from this story, listen to your gut feeling sometimes. I get the $50 bill and I like pretty much examine it to make sure it's real. It's like soaking wet right now, so I actually put it in my pocket, and I couldn't even really examine it to make sure it was real. Honestly, I don't know the protocol. I just know the light test. So, I didn't know if it would even be valid when it was wet, so I didn't even try it. I just assumed, like, since it was by an ATM, it had to be real, kinda. At this point, I'm really happy. I got a $50 bill in my pocket. I'm good. Like, I'm extremely happy. So I keep walking, and I'm doing pretty well at this point. I get to like a point where I'm like, all right, let me turn around, and then I'm just like, no, I'll keep going. So I get to this intersection, and I'm to the point where I'm just like chilling. I finally decide to go home after all, the signs and everything. I finally decide, like, all right, well, I'm just gonna go home. So I turn around, and it's just like normal. I hit the crosswalk button. I was at a crosswalk. I hit the crosswalk button in order for me to go straight, and the light changed, and it turned into the white crosswalk thing. And so I start walking. I noticed a car like on the other side in front of me, on the other side of the road in their section or whatever, and I just looked down on my phone. Next thing I know, it starts coming toward me, but it was going slow. And so I knew it didn't have the right of way, so I just kept walking. And so I looked down on my phone to like change the song I was listening to. And next thing I hear is the car speed up. And so I literally had 1 second, but it was coming. I watched it come all the way to me, almost hit me, and I jumped. I think about every like possible outcome of anything, and I don't know why I do that, but I just do. So like I've thought of this before, honestly. Like I've thought of this happening before, and I know that the best thing to do if you see a car trying to hit you is to jump. So it doesn't run over you, it'll just hit you. You'll hit the windshield or whatever and you'll roll off. There's no real best way to get hit by a car, but if there was, that would be it. My first thought was, did I really just get hit by a car? I was on the floor, like on the ground, face down. I looked up, I watched it keep going, and then stop at the red light in front of me. Now, why would you stop at a red light after you hit somebody, but go through a red light to hit somebody? You know what I'm saying? Does that, does that, anyway, so I watch it stop at the red light and use the right turn signal and then I didn't even watch it make the right turn. I got up, I checked myself, I started moving everything to make sure I was okay. I noticed that this finger was pretty, you know, messed up as you see in the thumbnail. And that was it, like my leg is bruised. Yeah, I didn't feel that at the time. So then I look to my left and I see this guy like walking fast towards me in all black. I don't know, man. Now that I think about it, he probably was just trying to help me. He probably saw me get hit and was like, damn, dude, let me go check this guy out. But right then, honestly, I was in like fight or flight mode. I was in shock. I was like not having that shit. Like, I didn't want anybody getting close to me. I didn't know if he was with the dude in the car, even though it's like pretty impossible, because he was coming from a completely different direction. But to me, it was like, no, dude, I didn't trust anybody. So I just started running. And called the cops as I was running. And I remember the operator was like, sir, I need you to slow down. Okay. And I was like, no, I'm not slowing down. I'm not stopping. He told me, please stop at the Safeway next to where you are. Stop to say. I told her, pretty much the location I was, what was around me. She was like, stop at the Safeway, then I'll have a cop there in order to talk to you. And I was like, no, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it was a hit. Like, for some reason, I thought I was really important, that someone would literally put out a hit on me. But so I was like, no, I'm not gonna go down like that. The cop just came up to me. The cop finally got there. Like, he got there actually pretty fast, but I was like probably like a few steps away from my actual house, and he stopped and he was like, "You want to tell me what's going on here?" And I was like, "Well, I got hit by a car tonight," and I didn't know, like, I had just moved in the Seattle Tacoma area, so I didn't really know exactly what, like how to, I didn't know the streets or anything. So I was just sitting there and I was like, not able to give any description of the street that I was hit on. I told him, I can take you to the street, but I don't know the actual names of the street. So he just was kind of like, well, there's not really much we can do, with that much information. I didn't have the license plate. As I said, they kept going. They didn't even like slow down. They just kept going like nothing happened. The cop couldn't do anything. So I was like, just go home. Like, it doesn't even matter. They probably were just drunk or texting or something, didn't notice it, and they just kept going. Honestly, I think it was a woman, honestly. Like, I briefly remember looking at a female. And like, I know y'all probably thinking like, damn, dude, you got like an ex or something like that that's trying to get out for you. Honestly, like, I've dealt with crazy girls, none that crazy, but yeah. So, and plus, I've only like talked to like a few girls here so far, but so, and none of them had a car that nice. It was like an Audi. It was like a 2014 or 15 Audi. I get home, and my sister's there, and she's like, what the fuck happened? And I was like, well, don't freak out, but I got hit by a car. There's no real way to like sugarcoat that. You can't sugarcoat getting hit by a car, So I just out with this. Like, I got hit by a car today, I don't really know why, but it just kind of happened. So You know, she tended to me. I just wrapped this actually in the middle of this video. I had to pause it so I could. So she said that I needed to wrap it up. I just had it out in the open. She said, "No, that's stupid. You're gonna get an infection." So I had to wrap it mid video. That's why it'll change and show that I have this on it now. When I think about it, I think it was just like a higher power or some being is just like telling me like, look, man, you're gonna have a hell of a night, so I'm gonna give you this $50 bill. You know, like I'm gonna like help you out a little bit because you're gonna need something to be happy about after tonight. I'm really happy that I am alive. I feel like if I didn't jump, I could have been run over, and it would have been no more CkhrisENT, and I would have let you guys down. That would have sucked, but luckily I survived. I'm alive here today, so we still gonna get these reactions going. I ain't done yet. Today I'm gonna hang out with a friend, so I won't be able to post as many reactions, but I will post as many as I can before a certain time. I might vlog it. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to vlog it, and I'll vlog it and post you guys and see if you guys like my vlogs or whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're a new subscriber or a new viewer, be sure to subscribe for more content. I'll be making all kinds of videos now. I know you guys love the reactions, but I like to, expand a little bit, make different kinds of videos. A lot happens in my life that you guys don't know about, so I kind of want to put some of those things out for you guys to, see that I'm not just, a guy that sits at a computer all day long. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like down below, leave a comment as well, subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys in the next video.